Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome to my YouTube channel, Amber Goodwin Art. Today I am continuing my Catatumbo Lightning series. I got a little busy with some collaborations and some art markets due to the holiday season, but now I am going to continue my series and I have a couple of more paintings that I want to share with really cool color palettes. So I cannot wait to share that with you. In case y'all missed it, the Catatumbo Lightning event is an event that occurs on Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela. NASA has called it the lightning capital of the world because lightning occurs for about 140 to 160 days for 9 to 12 hours straight. Don't worry, nobody lives in the area, but it is really cool to watch the lightning from a distance. BBC has a great documentary on this lightning event, which I will have linked down below in the description box. Today's painting, I actually did 2 canvases, so a canvas diptych set, and then I did 2 8x10 wood panels that I resined. I call these 4 paintings La Dragontea. La Dragontea is actually a poem that was written by Lope de Vega back in the 1500s, and he is a Spanish poet. He wrote this poem, which talks about the failed exhibition of Sir Francis Drake. The poem is really beautiful and mentions the beauty of the Catatumbo Lightning. So definitely go check out Lope de Vega's poem, La Dragontea. Now, without further ado, let's go check out the 4 paintings that I created. First, I will be painting on my 8x10-inch canvases. They are the level 3 canvases, gallery wrapped canvases available at Michael's. And here is a test piece that I did. I wanted to use Tri-Art Silver as my cell activator. So I did a test piece on this 8x10-inch wood panel. Here is my second wood panel. It is 8x10 inches as well. And then my 8x10-inch canvas. I used leftover base paint from a variety of colors that I had saved from drips from previous paintings. So there are a lot of blues and violets and maybe some interference colors in this base paint. And it ended up being a really dark, nice teal color. And I do recommend that you strain your leftover paints because they do end up having some dried paint particles in it or just, particles from your table. And once your painting dries, they do tend to leave a texture on your painting. So if you don't want that, then definitely strain your paint. And my first layer, I will layer it on diagonally, and I'm using a color that I was very intrigued by at Jerry's Artorama, and it's by Golden, and it's called Smalt Hue. It is kind of like Amsterdam grayish blue, but a little bit more purple. And of course, I had to incorporate my interference paints. So I'm using Golden Interference Blue. And next, I will layer some Golden Permanent Violet Dark. I also had some Golden Interference Violet mixed up as well. So I'm using that, and I had some leftover Benevolence, this little piggy pigment left over. So I used that as well, and this is some Golden Payne's Gray. Now the Golden Payne's Gray is a lot more bluer than the Amsterdam Payne's Gray, which is a lot, of a charcoal color to me. And again, I'm just layering some of those interference paints on here. And I used Tri-Art Silver as my cell activator. I am a Tri-Art affiliate now, and you can save 10% by using my code Amber's Awfully Awesome Art, which I will have linked in the description box. And They have free shipping on $75 or more within Canada and the United States. So that helps out a ton because you don't have to pay a lot in shipping. And their prices are pretty reasonable on the manufacturing website. So I will have that in the description box. Back to my painting. I started out with blowing out in the center and then going the opposite direction and then going around. Each move that I am making is intentional. I just don't want to layer my paint and cell activator and just blow it out. I want to blow out my colors with intention. So I go in one direction and then I go in the opposite. And that excess cell activator, I gently blew with my mouth so that I can spread it out and get as much cells as possible. And due to the layering of the paints, I got a lot of what they call peacock cells, which are cells within a cell, and they look super cool. I will now work on the composition of this painting by spinning it out gently. Don't go too fast because then it will definitely change the shape of your cells. And now I'm just tilting to get my center a little bit more in the center rather than the side. And I could have tilted it more so that it gave more of an abstract look, but I wasn't going for that. I just wanted the middle part to be a little bit in the center. So tilt, see how you feel, tilt again, and just be very patient when you are tilting and spinning because you don't want to make any fast moves. Tilt or spin the areas you don't like off first, and then tilt the areas that you want to keep last. Next, I will have the wet results, and there you have it. I absolutely love how the TriArt Silver Cell Activator turned out. There's tons of cells and beautiful lacing, so definite must-have if you're looking for a good silver cell activator. For the second painting, I will speed up that process and let y'all enjoy the rest of that process. Now I am going to be pouring on my wood panel. Now this is the DaVinci Pro Panel, Ultra Smooth Pro Panels available at Jerry's Artorama. They are already gessoed and good to go. And they come in different textures as well. They come in ultra smooth, in medium texture, and coarse texture, as well as panels that don't have any gesso or any prep done to them. So it's totally your preference of what you want. I've never used the others. I prefer the smooth panels because they're just ready to go and they dry super smooth. I'm keeping the same order of my paint layering on this. And the reason why I love using the wood panels is because they resin very easily and they just have such a beautiful look once they are resined. And I used Mixed Media Girl resin for these. I will have her channel and website linked down below, so definitely go check her out as well. My spinner is the Jessica Winterstrom Baby Spinner. She has a sale going on her spinners right now for 15% off, so definitely go check out her website and her channel as well. She is simply amazing. I also wanted to let y'all know that I will be teaching at Fluid Art Experience right here in my hometown of Dallas, Texas in March 2025. And I will be teaching my acrylic pour dot art fusion class, as well as an abstract ocean wave class with dots. So definitely go check out www.fluidartexperience.com. I'm going to continue to spin my painting gently, and I will tilt it to get the composition that I am wanting. Remember to keep your blowouts intentional and be very patient when you are tilting or spinning. And next I will have the wet result. And make sure y'all check out the description box for all of the colors that I used. Of course, the custom colors will be a little bit more difficult to write a description on. But yeah, that is a great resource to have. And let me know in the comments if you guys prefer the ultra smooth wood panels to the canvas. I'm really interested to know what would be your preference. But yeah, guys, there you have it. Here is the wet result of my canvas diptych. I love how they turned out. They're super pretty. You can already see the golden interference paint's color shifting. And then here is my wood panel. Absolutely love this as well. The wood panels are actually on display at the Louisville Art League new member exhibit. So definitely check that out if you are in the Louisville area. Here is the dried result of my canvas La Dragontea diptych. I love how this turned out. I do want to point out that I gave you guys the incorrect colors earlier. I apologize. I used golden interference blue and triart rose gold. Hence, you see the rosy color in between. It is absolutely pretty. I really wanted to use rose gold, and I'm glad I did because it looks really, really nice in this La Dragontea canvas diptych. Next, I will have the result of the wood panels that I did resin and frame. And here is another close-up before we head over there. You can really see the color shift, and these are not varnished at all either. Here is my wood panel diptych set. I used Mixed Media Girl resin to seal these, and it made a huge difference. You can see the beautiful shine from the interference paint, golden interference blue, and then of course that rose gold in there as well. It looks amazing. And I opted for a light oak frame. I tried silver, I just did not like it. And these are on display at the Louisville Grand Theater, so definitely go check them out if you are in the area. Well, that is all for today, guys. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the canvas surface versus the wood panel ultra smooth surface. Well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the wood panels versus the canvas surface. I'm really interested to know if you prefer a canvas over a wood panel and if you prefer varnish over resin. Now, I like to resin all my wood panels. I think it gives a very nice smooth look, and it just gives a very clean edge as well over the substrate. As far as a canvas is concerned, I would rather varnish them. It is totally okay to resin a canvas as well. It is totally your preference. But let me know in the comments which painting or which diptych was your favorite. I'm interested to know what y'all think. Well, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay classy, stay awfully awesome, and have a super safe and fun Thanksgiving. Bye.